Good. Hello, Mr. Secretary. First question, I wanted to see if you had a Labor Day message for the people of Guam.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for having me, and to the people of Guam, I want to just say Happy Labor Day. I want you to I appreciate what you've done. This has been a tough 18, 19 months here that we've all been putting up with. I want to just us to remember the essential worker, the first responder, the nurse, the doctor, the medical staff, for the work that they've done, not just this past year, but over the past 19 months, keeping us safe and healthy, and food on our table, going to work every day during this difficult time with the pandemic. So happy Labor Day to everyone.
Mr. Secretary, the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program has been a godsend for thousands of workers on Guam. We are a tourism-based economy, so many of them lost their jobs or are currently in reduced hours. What is the likelihood that the Congress would extend the KUA program or anything similar to it?
Well, I know that's a question you'll have to ask them. I know that Secretary Yellen and myself have written a letter to governors to let them know that in places that need to extend the unemployment benefits, that they'll have the ability to use the American Rescue Plan as far as after Monday. And I know that some congressional folks have expressed interest in having a conversation around what happens after that. So I think that that's something that will be discussed in the weeks ahead.
Going forward, what is your recommendation to state and territorial labor agencies as far as programs to help workers get back to work, or maybe make the shift towards those jobs that might be open?
Well, certainly the Department of Labor, we're focused on that. We have money in the budget for displaced workers, relocation of workers, and we're working right now across this country with the territories and with the states on crafting programs and moving forward. We also have the infrastructure bill that the president filed, both the bipartisan infrastructure bill for physical infrastructure and also the CARES economy infrastructure bill, where there's also additional ability for job investments. So we're working on those as well. So I would suggest to anyone that's watching today, if you have not made a contact to the Department of Labor, you should contact our ETS so we can have conversations about programs that might need to be crafted towards Guam.
What do you think will be the biggest challenge going forward?
I think the biggest challenge right now really is the pandemic and getting those numbers down, the Delta variant, and worrying about other potential variants that happen. I think that we saw great growth here in the country. In the last 3 months, we've averaged 700,000 jobs. Last month, we did over 1 million. Really keeping our economy moving forward and keeping the investment. I think those are the biggest challenges that we have right in front of us, and keeping people safe and healthy and alive, quite honestly.
And finally, sir, what do you think is the biggest impact to labor by the pandemic?
The fear. I think fear of the American worker. I think that's why a lot of people still haven't returned to the workforce. Fear of their public health and fear. And that's why, the vaccine program that President Biden rolled out was so important, that when he did that, really to get 70% of Americans with at least one shot. Now we got to get everyone with the second shot, the ones that need 2 shots. If we can get into the 90% of America vaccinated, that will change our country, and we will be able to at some point have the pandemic behind us.
U.S. Secretary Marty Walsh, U.S. Labor Secretary Marty Walsh, thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you, Nestor. Thank you for having me today.